Good day, everyone. Now let's proceed to the virtue ethics. Aristotle. What is moral is what a virtuous person does. One attains virtue when he or she actualizes his or her potentials or possibilities, the highest of which is happiness. Next one, we have the situation ethics. The righteous of the wrongness of the act depends on the situation or circumstances requiring or demanding expectation to rule. Moral dilemma, also referred to as ethical dilemma, is a situation where a person has the moral obligation to choose between two or more options, both based on moral standards, but he or she can't choose both, and choosing means violating the others. Moral dilemma have the following in common. The agent is required to do each of two or more actions which are morally unacceptable. The agent can do each of the actions, but the agent cannot do both or all of the actions. The agent thus seems condemned to moral failure. No matter what to do, you will do something wrong or fail to do something that she ought to do. The persons involved in the dilemma are in deadlock. Damn if you do, and damn if you don't. Second one is the false dilemma. It's a situation where the decision maker has a moral duty to do one thing, but is tempered or under pressure to do something else. A choice between right and wrong. A lawyer or an accountant can face an opportunity to prioritize self-interest over the client's interest. Now let's move forward to the three levels of a moral dilemma. We have individual, organizational, and structural. First, we have the individual dilemma. Refers to the personal dilemmas. It is an individual damn if you do and damn if you don't situation. For example, in the case of Hans, if he did not steal the drug, that would mean his wife's death. The dilemma is faced by an individual who is torn between two obligations to save the wife or obey the law. Second one, we have the organizational dilemma. Exists between personal interests and organization welfare, or between individual groups' interest and organizational well-being. Arises due to different opposing concerns between various groupings in an organization. Last one, we have the structural dilemma, a conflict of perspective of sectors, groups, and institutions that may be affected by the decision. Any attempt to introduce reform in society or government creates structural dilemma. First, we have differentiation versus integration. Decentralization. In effect, local governments and schools have likewise become more differentiated, and so it becomes more difficult to integrate them for a united structure. Gaps versus overlaps. Gaps leave an important thing in an organization undone. A potential wanted something, however, he call button rarely produce a response. There is a gap as to who, according to rule, is supposed to respond to the buzzer, while overlaps result in unnecessary and counterproductive redundant procedures, which ultimately lead to waste of resources. Lack of clarity versus lack of creativity. Lack of clarity when employees are unclear about what they are supposed to do. They often tailor the rules around personal preferences instead of system wide goals, frequently leading to trouble. Lack of creativity. When responsibilities are overdefined, people conform to prescribed rules and protocols in bureaucratic way. They rigidly follow job descriptions regardless of how much the service or products suffers, and so end up uncreative. Flexibility versus strict adherence to rules. You can accommodate by bending rules to help someone, or you stick strictly to rules, no matter what, and so unable to help someone who's thrown in a helpless situation. Or you may become being too accommodating that all rules are no more. Excessive autonomy versus excessive interdependence refers to being too isolated versus too much coordination. When individuals or groups are too autonomous, people often feel isolated and disconnected. If units and rules are tightly linked, people are distracted from work and waste time on unnecessary or too much coordination. Centralized versus decentralized decision making. And decentralized decision making, organizations can respond to change rapidly and effectively because the decision maker are the people closest to the situation. However, top managers may lose some control. The moral agent, moral, comes from the Latin word mores, referring to society's patterns and standards or rules of doing. Agent comes from the Latin word agree, to do, act. Basis of moral accountability. Knowledge. A human act must be done knowingly. Freedom. It must be done freely. Voluntariness. It must be done voluntarily.